Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team...
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
At the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Throw left side complete. That's Ramirez. So he stopped for no gain. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Third and 2.
To the air goes Daniels.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
And he's going to have the Bills first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Bills.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
It's early, but announced a cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The Bills add 8-3 now, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman.
And he is going to have the Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, Buffalo.
To the air, Allen. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
On the pickup. It's second and inches. At the Commanders' 18.
Cook up the gut. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves,
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir hitting double digits with me. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Bills defense now as they head out to defend here. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. A quick throw there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Daniels looking to throw. Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and
To throw is Daniels. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Daniels.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Daniels. Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
At the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
First drive this year.
They punted this drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's 2nd and 8. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw. Daniels. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Bates' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and it was a smart move.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Up past the 30, second down coming up. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bills first down.
Allen running the option to the left. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Gain of 21 yards. First down, Buffalo.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cam Scatterbo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Washington offense set to take over again. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
26-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And 3 at the Bills' 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
He hit his first, this one from 38.
Bates' kick is good.
And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First down, Bills.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bills first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, it's complete.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
A gain of 10
To
yards.
throw, it's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Washington offense set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
For 30 more yards and another first down.
Washington first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lawson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 20.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
It's second and 8.
Out route looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
Zone just inside the 20. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. It'll buy some time running. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt.
Bates' kick is good.
And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our
tour
report.
of the league starts now. It starts in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. And it's the Tank Bigsby. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. The Steelers took care of business. They win it by 5. Got another one to get to right now. How about Gang Green? The Jets, they're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's Jalen Hurts. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Gets past one man. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. He'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's going to have a Bills first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Bills.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing now is Allen. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle.
Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of. Record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. Daniels. On the left side, a catch by White.
A 7-yard gain. And a Washington 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
He's brought
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
No gain on the
2nd
play.
and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. This will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop this. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
And we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawson.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll lead this one for White.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ramirez. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter.
Second and a couple.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Fighting his way through contact. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And now they'll throw with Allen.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First down, Bills.
On first down, they'll go for ground attack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says, body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Bills are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Shifts by him.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side of this one. Gregory Rousseau has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now Daniels. He'll get this complete to Simmons, the tight end.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Daniels looking to throw.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47.
Throwing now is Daniels. They'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell.
2 yards on the pickup there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
And a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Daniels.
This is White on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
To throw is Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Simmons.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A little juke. And able to get this out to the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 112 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And the Bills first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cam Scatteraboo with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly evident. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Daniels going to throw for it. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Buffalo, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.